the framing of the question we have to talk about, because you're assuming that I already believe she lied, but I don't know that she lied. I don't have any evidence that she lied.
Did you pay attention to the hearing?
I watched every minute.
Did you hear anything that indicated she was telling the truth?
Yes, there was no, so here's a couple things. I'll tell you what to me suggested she was telling the truth. Number one, it was all downside for her coming forward. There was no upside. She's not going to get any money now because she made the allegation. She's not going to live a better life. She had to move. So first of all, it's sort of like motive. There was no upside to her. There was the chance that maybe it would prevent Kavanaugh from being confirmed. But most people, including me all along, were saying this isn't going to stop his confirmation. So that was one thing that made me not doubt her, that there was really nothing to gain. The second thing is, during the hearing, which was like, what, 10 hours long? It was very, very long, like 5 hours each of them. Yeah. There were like dozens of questions that Brett Kavanaugh didn't answer. And she answered every question. And when I see that, and I see one person answering every single question, and the other person not answering so many questions, based on my experience talking to people who sometimes lie and sometimes tell the truth, I believe that it's more likely the person not answering the questions is the person lying.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So she was asked when, where, and how. I don't know where it happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know
she did
who
say
was
where
there.
it happened. It had
I
been
don't know this. I don't know that. Only thing I remember is a beer, and then she developed this little girl voice. It's supposed to be a professor, and she developed this little. What's the woman's name? Christine Blayton Ford, right?
So let me see if I understand.
She developed this false little girl tone.
Her voice made you not trust her.
No, her lying made me. She had no proof.
But then
of
why are you
anything.
mentioning her
She
voice?
doesn't remember when, where, or how. The only thing she remembers is a beer.
That's not true.
So she
remembered a lot of stuff.
You would have to want to believe her, not to see that she was lying. And plus, she seemed mentally off. You know, like the lights was on, but nobody was home.
You're making assessments of who's mentally off on TV.
She seemed mentally off.
And that's your assessment?
Yeah, because she's she's like kind of weird.
She was weird.
Yeah, it's like they went to the gates of hell over in Israel.
Kavanaugh seemed normal to you.
Over in Israel, there is a little old city now where the gates of hell is there. And it's a dark pit that if you go down in there, you can't return, they say. And so whenever I see women like that and men like that, it reminds me.
Men and women like what?
Like Ford, just wicked, lying. This woman was willing to destroy this man because she didn't agree with his politics. She was being used, I believe, because she's kind of out there. I think that.
I'm pretty sure she was a Republican. I don't know what politics you disagree with.
No.
Can I ask you a question? I want to understand.
But
what could she have done during the hearing where you would have said, you know what, I do believe her? Like, what could she have? I know you don't believe her, right? Like the way it went down, you don't believe her.
Right.
What could she have done during the hearings where you would have said, I believe her?
If she had she gone there and said, you know what, the children of the lie are trying to use me to destroy Judge Kavanaugh.
But that would be a lie.
And I see no reason this man should be destroyed. And so I just want you to know not to trust the children of the lie.
So only if she recanted, you would have believed
I would have believed that.
Wow.
Or had she brought real evidence. But she brought none, zero.
Wow.
But that's how evil the children of the left are. They'll destroy you to get what they want, and that's power and wealth.
I'm curious, if they're so powerful, the children of the lie.
But they're not powerful.
Oh, I thought you just said they were.
That's what they want.
I thought you said they will destroy you.
They will. They'll destroy you. They'll try to destroy you.
Oh, okay.
To get power and wealth. Do you agree with that?
No. No.
Really? Do you trust the, would you want someone to falsely, to accuse you, and now you and the world has to believe the accuser and not believe you? Or would you rather be,
it's funny you mention that,
innocent until proven guilty?
So there's two different things, right? In our justice system, in our legal system, we have innocence until guilt has been proven. Right. There's no question about that. What happened with Dr. Christine Blasey Ford was not part of the justice system, right? This was people like you and me and 100 senators and the public making an assessment of the believability of two different people, right? So nobody, I would say to you, innocence until guilt has been proven is logical if you're looking at putting someone in prison. But this wasn't a criminal trial. You acknowledge that, right?
That's so ridiculous. I don't know what to say about it.
It's just true.
It's interesting how when the children of the lie.
No, but saying it's ridiculous isn't an argument.
It's ridiculous.
It's not an argument.
This man was accused. I don't care if it was an innocent man walking down the road. You don't just accuse people, and whatever reason you're going to make up for it doesn't make sense. This woman, she accused this man with no proof, and the children of the lie tried to destroy him with no proof.
Okay.
Would you want to be falsely accused before any reason at all, whether it's for a job?
Of course not.
Or, right. You want, and then if someone should accuse you,
yeah.
Would you want the hearer to assume you're innocent?
I would want the legal system to assume that.
So you wouldn't mind if it's someone and not the legal system.
People have tried to prove a point. I'm sure you're going to denounce this because of your strong position against false allegations. Because of my position that Christine Blasey Ford seemed credible to me, people actually started contacting local media claiming I raped them because they said, David, we're going to show you how easy it is to get people in trouble with false rape allegations.
Especially for men.
And they started doing it. And you know what? The allegations were so obviously not credible that they didn't go anywhere. Because obviously false allegations don't go anywhere.
Well, that's because right now you're not of value to them. You can't hurt them. So it meant nothing. But
it meant nothing
put yourself in a position such as Judge Kavanaugh, or let's say that you get some influence where you can influence people in a way that would change for you.
Okay, a lot of people have been waiting for this one. I did reappear on the Jesse Lee Peterson show in person. This was actually his TV-only version, TV-only show called The Fallen State, not the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, of which I've been kicked off before. And it was a very interesting appearance. And I think people who follow me understand that the attitude I took was, this entire thing is really not super serious. And it was sort of, I took a distant approach in that my priority was not to get too worked up by the things that Jesse Lee Peterson said, most of which made absolutely no sense. There's also, we're going to keep in the edit, before they went live, for some reason the camera cut to us just awkwardly sitting on the stage, and it went out on air during his live stream, and then his intro started, and it is a very, very awkward moment. This is the entire thing uncut, my interview on The Fallen State with Jesse Lee Peterson.
We on? Amazing. Welcome to the Fallen State YouTube Live. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Apologize for the late start, but we are black, and black people are late. We start on CP time. It is midterm election season, and I have with me David Pakman. He is the progressive host of the political television and radio program, The David Pakman Show. David, thank you for coming.
I can't believe I'm here.
I know, it's amazing.
Last time we didn't end well. You remember?
Know, right.
Do you remember?
I remember I had to kick you off my show.
You kicked me off. You said, I'd never have that idiot back on my show.
Yeah.
You called me a girly man.
Yeah.
What changed your mind about having me back after the ban?
That's really my producer.
Oh, you didn't even want me here?
No, I want you here.
Oh, you did?
I totally do. I'm glad you're here.
Oh.
Just because I fight with you doesn't mean I don't love you.
Okay.
Yeah, you love me?
I don't really know you.
Do you have to know me to love me?
I have a general love for all people, but I don't know you.
But do you need to know me to love me?
Not as a human, no.
Why not?
No, I'm saying I don't need to know you to love you as part of the human race.
Yeah, well, I love you.
Thank you.
Are you surprised?
Not really.
Were you surprised that I threw you off the radio show?
Not really.
Why not?
You didn't seem pleased with my answers.
Oh, you were not answering. That's what it was. I would ask you a question. I would ask you where you're going and tell me where you've been. And so you can't really bring forth a good show that way.
But sometimes you will admit a question can be sort of, it's like, when did you stop beating your wife, right? Like, not every question is fair.
Maybe.
Well, maybe you beat your wife, I don't know. But and that would be an example.
You never beat your wife?
I'm not married.
Oh.
Yeah.